And then the other thing I do is like I need to see a little bit about their like beliefs. So I'll like I'm not saying I'm a misogynist or anything, but I'll throw on some Andrew Tate and see how they react.
Yeah,
or I'll
like Andrew Tate from like 5 years ago.
I'll bring up like conversations and play like devil's advocate just to see how this girl like thinks about certain things. Because if they're too,
The Brooklyn Nets' Michael Porter Jr. says he will test women by playing this guy.
In the past, he famously said, "I am absolutely sexist and I'm absolutely a misogynist."
The woman must learn that her man is an Iron Mountain and the easiest path is to obey. Any other kind of resistance simply doesn't work.
But I said that if a woman is going out with a man, she belongs to that man. That's his woman. So she wants to do OnlyFans. She owes him some money because she's his.
All cheating scenarios, 100% the blame is always on the female. Look after yourselves. When the last time you put some makeup on? Do some burpees. You got gut. Sort yourself out so you can end that confusion. While we're on subject of cheating, if your man does cheat, the most stupid thing you can do is leave him.
Fact that every single organization that is primarily run by females is just a mess anyway. The staff are going to hate you. The staff are going to hate each other. The staff are going to start stealing customers behind your back because you're never there. The actual members of staff who are doing the actual work, the makeup, are going to be like, you know what? That never even comes into her own business. This. Hey, customer, I could do the exact same thing at your house, cheaper at 7 p.m. tonight.
Breathe for the rest of the day. If you don't end up in a fucking grave, if you want to sleep in the house where I have to pay bills, you're going to shut the fuck up, you little prick. Because this is my fucking world, and you exist in my world. If you think you're smart enough to live on your own, fucking run away from home. But if you don't want to play that game, shut the fuck up or I'm going to hurt you.
Does he not?
I was getting on a plane and I could see through the cockpit that a female was a pilot, and I took a picture and I said, most women I know can't even park a car. Why is a woman flying my plane? And they banned me.
Andrew Tate is facing more serious human trafficking charges. Mr. Tate, his brother Tristan, and 2 Romanian female suspects are now being investigated for human trafficking in continued form. Romania's anti-organised crime unit says a 7th victim has been added to the case. The suspects are currently under house arrest for suspected human trafficking, rape, and forming a criminal gang to sexually exploit women. The Tate brothers and 2 Romanian female suspects deny the accusations.
MPJ has shown awful takes previously.
Nah, that's facts. I think that the coronavirus is being used obviously for a bigger agenda. And it's being used for population control in just terms of being able to control the masses of people. I mean, because of this virus, the whole world is being controlled. I mean, you're required to wear masks, and who knows what'll happen when this vaccine comes out. You might have to have the vaccine in order to travel. Like, that'd be crazy. I've never been vaccinated in my life. I've never had any shots or anything like that. So it could get crazy, but it's definitely an agenda behind everything that's going on right now. And all you can do is sit back and watch what's going on. Don't get too emotionally involved. But yeah, I mean, it is a serious thing. It's a real thing, but yes, it's being overblown.
Here is what he said about COVID. It was an obvious lie that he's never been vaccinated, by the way. At the University of Missouri, where he played college ball, granted for a short amount of time because of an injury, their own website requires all enrollees born after 1956 to provide documentation of vaccines. It would also state students who do not comply will not be allowed to register or pre-register for their second semester at MU. Let's also not forget when George Floyd was killed by Derek Chauvin, and Porter Jr. tweeted, "As much as you pray for George family, gotta also pray for the police officers who were involved in this evil. As hard as it is, pray for them instead of hate them. Pray that God change their hearts." He also said this of his brother Jonte Porter, who is banned from the NBA for gambling.
How crazy. All right, man. APJ, his PR team, if he has one, they are earning every penny right now.
What the hell happened?
My boy has some things to get off his chest, man.
They struggle with. That can go from people that struggle with alcohol, people that struggle with drugs. You know, my brother, for example, struggled with gambling.
Snitch.
My vice is always coming from women. Like, that seems to be the place that the devil gets me, is in the space of women.
Stop this video.
No, please listen. You have to let it finish.
My brother, Jonte, he never seemed to struggle with that. that advice. You know, I never struggled with the gambling addiction. I never struggled with that advice. God gave me a lot of money because maybe he figured I could handle it and not, lose myself in that area. And maybe Jonte, he wasn't blessed with tons of money because he struggled with that area of the idolization of money, I have not been blessed with a wife because maybe I am not prepared to handle that because of my struggles.
He said his brother ain't getting no girls, cuz. See, he really had that problem going on. I hate when people start playing with God like that, bro. My brother ain't no bitches, but I did. He was a gambling, but the Lord, he gave me all the money, he gave me all the hoes.
Behan at Club 520 put it all in perspective, using Porter's own words, hilariously, may I add, against him. Then there was this.
Yeah, they did an interview with me. I see it from both sides. I know these females want to get paid more, and they're very talented, but so is a famous ping pong player. They're just as talented as the best ping pong player is just as talented as the best basketball player. That doesn't mean they're going to get paid the same because
they play ping pong.
It's what the people want to watch. You know what I mean? So, as much as I understand females wanting the same treatment as men basketball players, it's a different sport. People, they're not packing out the arenas. They got to lower the rims. I would watch a girl coming down the lane on another. I would watch that. They need to lower the rims.
Where he was checked by the W's, Lexi Brown.
My issue with the pivot is they allow these guys to say things that they know is wrong, and they just are like, okay, keep going, or they'll feed them more information for them to then double down on the stupid that they had just said. There's like a lot to unpack in his statements, identifying us as females instead of women the whole time. That we can't get treated the same, and then he then says treatment to payment, which are two completely different things. We can still be treated with respect, and they can respect our craft without us making $20 to $30 million a year. Those things are not both of those things can happen. We cannot get paid $30 million, and we can be respected and treated well for being professional basketball players. You don't have to watch us play, that's fine. But for you to just sit there and just constantly on our craft, our product, and everything without really being tuned in, it's not right at this point. But again, you don't have to watch anything, but y'all always want to talk about us, so might as well watch us.
I think it's okay to take the body of work that we have here with Michael Porter Jr. and draw a fairly obvious conclusion. The man is a great basketball player. He is aloof outside of the sport. He's saying COVID is population control. He tests women by putting on Andrew Tate, who we have reported on previously. Y'all know about who he is. And what clips are you showing them, Michael? I'm testing a woman by playing a misogynist, an alleged sex trafficker, a man and his brother who allegedly R-worded underage girls? Why? What do you have to test? The test is actually, do you like Andrew Tate or not? And the fact that he is comfortable playing this, and just a quick comparison, where I would play him in the context of fact-checking him. I am not putting out a litmus test for y'all. I'm not trying to date y'all. He also would say on that Steiny podcast, by the way, that he wants a woman who will do something. You gotta cook, you gotta clean, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. I don't want her just sitting at home pretending to be a queen. You should treat your woman like she's your queen. There's so many more things that I could say, but I won't. I will end with this. Michael Porter Jr., not the sharpest tool in the shed. his takes on the W, his takes on George Floyd, like, oh, brother, this guy stinks.